a tilt killed on the Esplanade. I just came back from Alpha-1 Wrestling. Marvelous. And like the show says, it was marvelous. I can't really go much more in depth because my phone battery's almost dead. So I'm just gonna grab a bite to eat, and I'll meet you back later, and I'll tell you everything that's happened. Peace out. Yo, Dollar. So I'm back. Sorry for the delay. So with Oshawa, Alpha-1, marvelous. It lived up to its name. It was marvelous, like I just said when I did that little tease at Tilted Kill. So it was another solid show. Alpha-1 did not disappoint. So our first match was the Zero Gravity #1 contendership, where we had Space Monkey beat Dr. Dan. Yes, you heard me, Austin. Dr. Dan lost to a monkey. And it wasn't just like it was a okay match, but in the end, Dr. Dan was outsmarted and lost to a monkey. And now Space Monkey is your #1 contender for the Alpha-1 Zero Gravity Championship. But again, that was a great match, but there's always a few certain things that are going to happen. Taxes. Christmas is on December 25th, and Dr. Dan's going to lose in Alpha-1. So, enough with, sorry Austin for busting your balls, but Dr. Dan, sorry, had an itch up there. Okay, our next match was the returning Night Train, Justin Sane, taking on Gregory Iron. Great match, really one of the highlights of the card. And in the end, Justin Sane did pull off the victory and has momentum going into the next card when he faces Kobe Durst. Then, after that, we had our grudge match with Eazy-E taking on Dominic Garani. And just like what happened at Mortal Kombat 5, Eazy-E got the pinfall victory on Dominic Garani, which prompted Stokely Hathaway. He was fuming. So he came in, chewed out Dominic, saying like, dude, you lost twice to this guy in like 3 weeks. With the Dream Team, we do not deal with losers. At that point, you thought he was going to get rid of Dominic, but he then called back Eazy-E back to the ring and say like, dude, give us one more match. Eazy-E's like, no, I only beat you twice. Why would I beat you again? I got better things to do. So, Stokely sweetened the pot by volunteering Dominic's open contract for any title, anywhere contract. And so Eazy-E agreed, and it's not just going to be your normal one fall match. It's going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match. And that will take place on June 18th. Do or do not, there is no try. And like I say, that card is really starting to shape up. I'll mention it a bit at the end of this video, but we'll see what happens. Then we had our Alpha female match, where we had the return of the one, the only Casey Spinelli. Hashtag 2 scoops. Hashtag bow. Shout out to you, Brian. Great to see Casey back in Alpha-1, where she took on Beautiful Bia in her another tryout match. We had a little beef between one of our fellow Del Bruno Mafia members, Cindy, with Casey. A little jawing during the match from Casey to Cindy. You had to be there to see it. It was pretty entertaining, but Beautiful Bia did pull off the victory. Kind of bummed out. I really wanted to see Casey win. She did. She's such a great person to see wrestle. And I really hope, despite suffering 2 losses, Alpha-1 does bring her back, either in Oshawa or Hamilton. But I love seeing Casey in the Alpha-1 ring again. Okay, following that, we had your Zero Gravity Championship match with that wannabe, yes, that wannabe Ben Affleck, Alex Daniels. Hey, I don't care for the guy. Never have, never will. I don't see him, like, he does do decently, but like he even said, he's only been in 6-man tags and like gauntlet match, like multiple person matches, and I think that's where he belongs. That's just my opinion. If I offended anyone who's a fan of Alex Daniels, sorry, I just don't see him as the guy in Alpha-1. As he took on our boy, the godfather of Alpha-1, the champ that runs the camp, the 1-year reign continues for Alessandro Del Bruno. Great match, great back and forth. Del Bruno took a couple nasty bumps that really is. And like, I could feel my heart race during that match. It was that good. Like, one of the best matches I think I've seen in a while. And in the end, with the help of a little help from Miss Chung, Alessandro Del Bruno is still your Alpha-1 Zero Gravity Champion. With that being said, another match announced via Twitter. Alessandro Del Bruno will face Space Monkey for the Zero Gravity Championship at Do or Do Not, There Is No Try, in Hamilton, Ontario on June 18th. So like I said earlier, that card is shaping up. I'll give you a short rundown at the end of this video. With that, after that, we had the bonus match for Oshawa showing so much love and support for Alpha-1 Wrestling. You had Ricky Shea Page taking on Young Miles. And again, another really good, solid match. At some time, it looked like Ricky was toying a little with Young Miles. And Ricky Shane Page did pick up the victory with a massive chokeslam to Young Miles. Then, we had your grudge match, no disqualifications, tornado tag team match, where you had the Virus, which was of one half of your tag team champions, Josh Alexander, with the King of KOs, Joey Kings, taking on the team of All Ego, or Al Ego, according to Cindy, uh, with Shane Saber. So that match went all over the Polish Hall, well, the top floor, which is not much to begin with, but they did use every square inch of that place. And you saw multiple weapons used, which were tables. You saw chairs. You saw garbage cans. They used the walls of the building, for Pete's sakes. They used the ring. Again, Joey Kings almost broke the ring yet again. And in the end, you did have All Ego, Ethan Page, and Shane Saber picking up the victory. Another match. The person I wanted to see win did not. But I believe that they just took a little medicine and just covered up the virus. But I believe the virus will be back at full strength come June 18th and will retain those titles. We then had your main event of the evening. You had Diamond Tiger Kobe Durst taking on Eddie Kingston. Great to see Eddie back in an Alpha-1 ring. And my God, Kobe had to do everything possible just to get the guy off his feet. Like, Eddie Kingston was a complete badass in that match. And at some points, like, you thought there was no way Kobe's going to win. It took, like, a combination code breaker pile driver to finally put Eddie down for the 3 count. So that is now confirmed for June 18th. The Kobe Durst versus Justin Sane match will be for the Alpha Male Championship, and you'll just have a normal match between Eddie Kingston and Ricky Shane Page, where they're already starting their little trash talk between each other via Twitter. And for Kobe Durst, I might not be his biggest fan, and there were times I root for the other guy to take the belt, but I have to give Kobe mad props because in the last 4 shows, he's taken on some of the biggest and toughest guys Alpha-1 could give him. He's faced ACH. He's faced Shane Saber. He has faced Joey Janela. He has faced Eddie Kingston. He has beat them all. And that's not considering his other title defenses, which were like against Ethan Page and against Heidi Lovelace, and when he won the belt. Like, he's basically beaten the who's who of Alpha-1 right now. And will the Night Train, the first ever Alpha Man champion, be able to dethrone the current champion? We'll just have to wait and find out. So that was the card. Like I said, amazing card. And for what's currently now shown for the card, which is June 18th, do or do not, there is no try, in Hamilton, Ontario, at the Knights of Columbus. The card goes as follows. You have your Alpha Male Championship, Kobe Durst versus Justin Sane. Ricky Shane Page versus Eddie Kingston. Your Zero Gravity Championship, Alessandro Del Bruno with the lovely Miss Chung by his side, taking on Space Monkey. You have your Alpha-1 Tag Team Champions, The Virus Josh Alexander and the new guy, Gavin Quinn, versus 2-star, which is all ego, Ethan Page, with the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes. And I believe there's one other match. And you have Eazy-E taking on Dominic Garani, 2 out of 3 falls for his chance at any title at any time. That's the card so far. It's really shaping up. Tickets are just flying out. So golds are basically gone. So there's still plenty of general admissions tickets. So I suggest get your ticket now before they sell out, because this will be a sellout. So that's my spiel about Alpha-1 Marvelous. Check out Brian and Cindy on Brian's channel about their thoughts. The link will be in the description. Check them out. But this is Tyler. Peace out.